God says, "It's an emergency. My child, no one is telling you this huge news. Your name just got selected for something important. Don't ignore this. Open this message quickly. My precious child, you need to stop scrolling right now. This isn't something you can afford to miss. Heaven is shouting your name. Something has shifted in the spirit, and I need you to hear this before anything else distracts you. If you skip this, you might walk past the very breakthrough you've been crying for. Comment, Amen, if you feel the weight of this moment. Listen, this is an emergency because something just changed over your life. Your name has just been selected in the courts of heaven. A decision was made without your awareness, but it affects everything ahead of you. I, the Lord your God, have chosen you for something sacred. You were not overlooked. You were not forgotten. This isn't just another random scroll. This is a divine appointment. Stay with me till the end. You need to know what's being released over you right now. You've been walking through some dark valleys. You've been praying when no one else saw the tears. You've been faithful in the quiet, and I saw it all. I saw every moment you kept your heart pure, even when life wasn't fair. And now, because of that faithfulness, the heavens have responded. You've been selected for something divine, something that cannot be explained in earthly terms. This is not a coincidence. This is a calling. I have prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies. They won't understand why doors are opening for you. They won't understand how you're still standing after all the storms. But it's because I, the Lord, have wrapped you in my hand. You've been marked by grace. That pain you went through was never wasted. Every night you cried, every time you stayed quiet instead of reacting in anger, every seed of kindness you sowed when others were cruel, I counted it, and I am rewarding it now. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is touching something deep inside you. This message is not reaching you by accident. You were drawn here. You may have been lost in your own thoughts just moments ago, unsure of your next step, doubting your worth. But I'm interrupting those thoughts right now. You've been seen, known, and chosen. Your name has been called in the divine realm, and something is being released, a blessing you didn't even know was already in motion. There's a shift happening in the spiritual realm, and this is why it feels urgent. I am not a God who works by chance. I work by purpose. The timing of this word and the position of your heart have collided for a reason. This is your moment of awakening. Your name has been whispered among angels. There are conversations happening about you in rooms you haven't even entered yet. That's not wishful thinking. That's prophetic preparation. You've been in waiting. You've watched others receive their miracles and silently asked, God, did you forget me? But my child, I was never ignoring you. I was preparing something better than you imagined. Now that time has come. That's why this message is urgent. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. It's an emergency because it's time to shift your thinking, shift your expectations, and prepare your heart for the release that's coming. You are about to see a move of my hand that will make everything make sense. That betrayal, it was clearing space. That delay, it was divine protection. That confusion, it was preparing you for clarity. I do not waste pain, I turn it into purpose. And your name, yes, your name, has just been written in the next chapter of favor. You've been activated for a season of harvest. But don't just hear this, respond with faith. Let your spirit rise again. There's a reason I chose now to speak this. You've been feeling worn out, haven't you? Like you're holding on by a thread. But even that thread is in my hands. The enemy wanted you to give up right before this moment. He sent discouragement, distractions, even people to speak against you. But you didn't quit. You're still here. That is why this message is for you, because I reward the ones who endure, and I say to you now, your endurance has triggered heaven's release. Like this video, if something inside you knows this isn't just another word, it's yours. Right now, angels are being sent on assignment over your life. You can't see it with your natural eyes, but the spiritual realm is active. Your name was called, and now it's being carried by winds of favor. I am setting divine appointments for you, unexpected blessings, unusual doors. Breakthroughs that were delayed are now being accelerated, not by your strength, but by my spirit. You have felt overlooked, but I never miss a moment. I watched you stay kind when you could have grown bitter. I saw you keep trusting even when it felt silent. You passed tests that others never saw, and now the reward is being delivered. Not because you're perfect, but because you are mine. You've been selected. That's not an opinion, that's a declaration. Comment 222 if you trust that God is speaking to your heart. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone anymore. I have already approved you. I have already placed my seal on you. When others said you wouldn't make it, I said, watch what I do through this one. You are not behind. You are right on time for what I've prepared. And no enemy, no delay, no voice of doubt can cancel what I have spoken over you. You felt like giving up, but this moment is proof that I haven't let you go. My hands are still on your life. My promises are still yes and amen. You are not just another face in the crowd to me. You are my beloved, and I'm about to show you what happens when favor meets faithfulness. You've waited. Now you will witness. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You didn't stumble here. I drew you in. Heaven has been watching you, not just when you were strong, but especially when you were weary. I saw you sit in silence with a heavy heart, and I heard every word you didn't say, and still, you stayed. Still you trusted. Still you hoped. That's what set you apart. That's why your name has been called for this divine shift. There's something new about to unfold in your life, and it starts now. You may not see the full picture yet, but don't let that shake your faith. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust that I already have. I've gone ahead of you. I've opened the doors that were locked. I've cleared the path where there were thorns. You are about to step into a season that doesn't look like what you've been through. What's coming will redeem what you lost. That's why the urgency is so heavy. This moment is not ordinary. Comment 333 to declare your faith and let the enemy know you're still standing. The world won't understand how quickly things begin to shift for you. They won't understand how things just begin to align. But you will know. You'll know it was me. I'm restoring what was taken. I'm breathing life back into dry places. I'm healing wounds that you buried deep. And through it all, my hand will be visible. You won't have to fight for recognition. You won't have to explain yourself. My favor will speak louder than words. Remember what my word says. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even in your darkest night, I was near. Even in your confusion, I was guiding. There were moments you felt like you had nothing left to give, and still, you gave love. You gave hope. You gave encouragement to others while secretly needing it for yourself. I saw that. I recorded every act of faith, and none of it has gone unnoticed. I've kept count of every tear. They weren't wasted. They were sown. And now you're entering the season of reaping. My child, You've crossed into a time of fulfillment. That's why the spiritual pressure has felt unbearable at times. The closer you are to birth, the more intense the pain. But you're not breaking down, you're breaking through. You're not being buried, you're being planted. Comment 555 if you believe God is about to do what no man could do. I've spoken promises over your life long ago, and I haven't forgotten them. Even when you doubted, even when you gave up for a moment, I held on. I didn't let go. Because I don't give up on the ones I've called, and I called you. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I set you apart. That calling has not expired. That purpose has not passed you by. It's been preserved for this very moment. I'm about to make sense of what didn't make sense. That betrayal, it was necessary. That closed door, it was protection. That delay, it was me, working behind the scenes. I wasn't punishing you, I was preparing you. And now that preparation is turning into manifestation. The things you prayed for with tears are about to show up in front of your eyes, and it won't be by accident. It will be clear that I, the Lord, have done it. People will say you were lucky. But you'll know it was never luck. It was grace. It was my hand. It was my favor resting on your name. And even now, I'm setting the stage. I'm positioning the right people, creating the right moments, orchestrating divine alignments that will usher you into a season of overflow. You're going from barely holding on to being carried by my abundance. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to manipulate anything. Just stay close to me. Walk with me. Trust me. I will take you where striving could never bring you. My strength will carry you when yours runs out. My peace will guard your mind when fear tries to creep in. You will see what happens when divine timing collides with unshakable faith. I am the God who still parts seas. I am the God who still heals the broken. I am the God who still raises the dead, restores the lost, and rewrites the story. And I am not distant from you. I'm not just watching from above. I'm walking beside you. Every step you take from now on will be covered in grace. Every decision will be guided. Every threat of the enemy will be met by my protection. You are not alone. You are not forsaken. You are chosen, anointed, and called. The enemy tried to convince you otherwise, but he failed. He underestimated the fire I placed in you. He thought you'd quit, but you didn't. And now I will do what I promised, because my word never returns void. Stay alert. Stay expectant. Something is shifting even now. That unexpected call, that door you thought was closed, that opportunity that vanished. Watch what I do. I specialize in divine reversals. I bring life to what was counted out. I restore what was stolen. I elevate the humble, and I exalt those who kept their hearts pure when it would have been easier to harden them. You've been standing in the background, watching others step into what looked like favor. You've whispered, God, when will it be my turn? This is it. Your name was not only selected, it was spoken with power in the heavenly realm. And when I speak a name, things begin to move. The same voice that created the stars has just called your name for restoration, favor, healing, and a fresh outpouring of purpose. Don't doubt it just because your surroundings haven't changed yet. Faith sees the shift before the evidence arrives. Comment 1212 if you believe your name is being lifted into the hands of divine favor. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, Consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down anytime. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. You've been fighting invisible battles. People around you didn't see the pressure you've been under. They didn't hear the thoughts you've had to wrestle with late at night. But I did. I was there when the weight felt unbearable. I was holding you when your knees felt weak. I was comforting you when the silence felt too loud. And now I'm rising over your life like a mighty rushing wind. The weight wasn't in vain. The pain wasn't for nothing. You're about to see why it had to happen the way it did. You see, when I allow a delay, it's not to punish you, it's to position you. Sometimes I hold things back, not because you're not worthy, but because what's coming is too great to arrive before you're ready to carry it. I've been strengthening your character, stretching your faith, deepening your roots, because what I'm building in you isn't temporary. I don't bless you to impress people. I bless you to establish my kingdom through your life. And now, that foundation is ready. This is not just about one answered prayer. This is a shift in your entire season. You are stepping out of survival and into overflow, no longer scraping by emotionally, financially, or spiritually. I'm replacing brokenness with strength, anxiety with peace, weariness with joy. This shift is real, and you are in the middle of it. You don't need to beg for it. You just need to believe me for it. My hand is already at work. And soon, what's been happening in the unseen will begin to manifest right before your eyes. Comment 777 if you're ready to walk into the promise with faith and boldness. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are not disqualified by your struggles. The enemy has tried to convince you that you missed your moment, that you failed too many times, that your past is louder than my promise. But I'm silencing that lie right now. I don't call the perfect, I call the willing. I don't use those who have it all figured out. I use those who surrender. And you, my child, have surrendered even through the shaking. That's what caught heaven's attention. I've watched you choose peace when it hurt. I've watched you give when you had little. I've seen your small, consistent steps of faith, and I've honored them. The world measures success by what's visible, but I measure it by obedience. And because you stayed obedient when it was hard, I'm about to reward you openly. There will be blessings you didn't apply for, doors you didn't knock on, opportunities that find you because of the favor that's chasing you. Your name has been marked, not by shame or pain, but by my glory. And this glory will not be temporary. It will rest on your life. It will touch your family. It will shift the atmosphere in your home. Your children will walk under the covering you're building now. Generations will feel the ripple effect of the decision you made to trust me, even in the dark. Don't underestimate the power of your faith. It's building something eternal. You've been walking through what felt like a wilderness, a dry place, a confusing place, a silent place, but I've been there the whole time. The wilderness was not your destination. It was your preparation. And now, the season is turning. You're crossing over. You're stepping into what I've already finished on your behalf. I've gone before you. I've made crooked paths straight. I've prepared a feast where there was famine. I've prepared joy where there was mourning. You've grown tired, and I understand. I'm not angry at your weariness, but I'm reminding you, don't stop now. You're closer than you think. One step of obedience can unlock what 10 years of struggle couldn't. One moment of faith can pull down what was tied up in delay. I've stored blessings with your name on them. And now, I'm releasing them. Because it's time. Not because you earned it, but because I'm good. I'm faithful. I'm your father. People may try to understand what's happening in your life, but it won't make sense to them. Because what's coming next isn't man-made. It's not based on qualifications or popularity. It's the kind of blessing that only I can give. The kind that shifts not just your circumstances, but your identity. You will walk with confidence, not arrogance. You will walk in peace, not pressure. You will carry my presence into places that once rejected you. I haven't just selected you to bless you. I've selected you to send you. Your life will be a testimony. You will carry light into dark rooms. You will speak life into broken hearts. You will be a living sign that I am real, that I restore, that I still move. So prepare yourself, not in fear, but in faith. Get ready. Open your heart. Lift your eyes. Because what I've begun, I will finish. You thought I was silent. You thought I didn't hear your prayers. But I've been working in ways you couldn't see. My timing is not about delay. It's about divine alignment. And now, the timing is right. You've been placed in the exact position to receive something that generations before you only dreamed of. This is not small, this is not random. This is a divine interruption of your normal life, and I'm calling you higher. Comment 999 if your spirit feels the weight of this divine moment. There are things I've stored up for you that are about to be released. Blessings you forgot you prayed for. Doors you didn't even know were locked. Chains that have kept your family bound for years, those are breaking right now. Because you're not just walking into a new season, you're becoming a new person. Not one defined by pain, but one shaped by my promise. And that's why the battle has been so hard. That's why the enemy tried to break you right before this moment. But he failed. You're still standing, still listening, still believing, and that is enough for me to move. You don't need to come with perfection, just come with faith. Even if it's just a mustard seed, that faith is the key. It unlocks things logic can't explain. It opens doors no man can shut. It moves mountains that you thought were permanent. And right now, your faith is waking something up in the spiritual realm. It's opening the floodgates of heaven over your life. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've carried burdens that were too heavy for one person, responsibilities that stretched your strength, pressures that drained your peace, but I saw it all. And I'm not just removing the weight, I'm replacing it with joy, deep, unshakable joy, the kind that doesn't come from circumstances but from knowing who holds your future. I hold your future. I wrote every page, and I'm about to reveal the next chapter, and it's going to be beautiful. You've been overlooked by others, but not by me. I've had my eye on you since the beginning. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are my masterpiece in progress, and what I start, I finish. The enemy may have delayed some things, but he cannot deny what I've already declared. My word is final. When I say you are chosen, that's it. No opinion can reverse it. No voice of doubt can cancel it. No fear can erase it. Comment 1010 if you believe this is the moment everything starts to change. Now listen closely, because some of what's about to happen will come suddenly. There won't always be time to prepare. That's why I'm telling you now, get your heart ready, get your faith ready, because what I'm about to do will be bigger than your plans. It will stretch your imagination. I'm not answering prayers according to what you think is possible. I'm answering them according to what I know you were created for. Some blessings are going to look like disruption at first. People may walk away. Situations might shift suddenly, But don't panic. It's all part of the setup. I remove what's no longer tied to your future. I strip away what's been draining your soul. You've been praying for peace, and part of that answer means letting go of what's been keeping you anxious. I'm clearing the noise so you can hear me more clearly. You've been trying to make sense of things that were never meant to make sense. Some battles weren't yours to fight. Some burdens were never meant for you to carry. Let them go. Let me take them. I can handle what's been crushing your heart. You've tried being strong on your own, but now it's time to lean into me. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my strength never runs dry. My child, I'm proud of you. You may not hear that often, but you need to know it. I'm proud of the way you've kept going when everything told you to give up. I'm proud of the way you've kept believing even when your heart was tired. You are not invisible to me. You are not unimportant. You are my beloved, and I'm moving on your behalf in ways you can't even imagine yet. You're going to start seeing signs, little confirmations, divine coincidences that make you pause. That's me, reminding you that I'm near, that I'm in control, that I haven't left you, and I never will. Don't ignore the nudges. Don't dismiss the small beginnings. I often speak through whispers before I speak through wonders. Stay sensitive, stay expectant, because I'm not done revealing what I've prepared. You may feel like your time has passed, that others got ahead. But you're not late. You're being launched at exactly the right moment. I've been protecting your destiny, not delaying it. You were never forgotten, only being prepared. And what's coming next will make you understand why it had to happen this way. This is why I said your name has been selected, not randomly, but intentionally, carefully, lovingly. Your faith caught my attention. Your endurance moved my heart. And now my glory will be your covering. My goodness will be your testimony. People will look at your life and say, only God could have done that. And they'll be right. Don't let fear hold you back anymore. Don't let your past define what I can do with your future. I make all things new, and I'm doing a new thing in you right now. Can you feel it? That stirring in your heart, that flicker of hope, that's me, calling you forward into the blessing, into the purpose, into the season I've been preparing just for you. You are not just someone I'm blessing, you are someone I'm sending. Carry my light, speak my truth. Walk in love even when it's hard. Stay close to me, because the closer you walk with me, the clearer everything becomes. I will guide your steps. I will open the right doors. I will protect you from the traps you can't even see. Just trust me. The world will change, but I remain the same. My word is still alive. My promises still stand. And over your life, I have spoken life, abundance, and peace. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No voice raised against you will prevail. I am your shield, your fortress, your father, and I will never stop fighting for you. There will be days ahead when you still feel uncertain, when the road looks unfamiliar. But don't let your feelings deceive you. I am already in your tomorrow. I am preparing favor where there once was failure, healing where there once was heartbreak. What I'm doing now is not temporary relief, it's eternal change. You don't see all the pieces, but I do. I've fit them together perfectly, and what's coming is more than a blessing. It's restoration, it's redemption, it's my answer to every silent cry you thought no one heard. Comment 1515 if your heart is open to receive what the Lord has prepared for you. You've been asking me, why has it taken so long? But child, while you were waiting, I was working. While you were hurting, I was healing. And while you were wondering if I was even listening, I was setting the stage. I am not slow, I am precise. I don't miss divine timing. I've delayed certain things not to frustrate you, but to make sure that when they arrive, they stay. What I'm giving you now will not come and go, it will remain. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are entering into the fulfillment of promises that felt too big for your imagination. And that's exactly how I work. I don't just meet needs, I go beyond them. I overflow cups. I open windows of heaven. I pour out so much that you can't contain it all. That's the kind of breakthrough you're stepping into. The kind that doesn't just bless you, but blesses those around you. Your faith has not only covered your life, it's spilling over onto your family, your future, your entire generation. There are blessings tied to your name right now that are being unlocked, assignments that were written with your purpose in mind, rooms being prepared that only you can walk into. I am placing you before people who will see the value I placed in you, even when others overlooked you. You are not going to have to force your way forward anymore. My grace will open what no resume, no connection, no qualification could open. You've lived through some seasons where you felt invisible. You gave, served, stayed faithful, and it seemed like no one noticed. But I noticed. I recorded every sacrifice. I counted every tear, and I'm not unjust. I will not forget your labor of love. The seeds you planted in private are about to grow in public. The doors you knocked on and never opened, now I'm swinging them wide for you, and no man can shut them. Comment 1717 if you're ready to walk through the doors God Himself is opening. Let me remind you of something. I am still the same God who split the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who walked through fire with my children, and who raised the dead. I am not limited by your circumstances. I am not held back by the systems of this world. When I speak, creation responds. When I move, even your enemies will have to admit that it was me. I don't ask you to understand how, I only ask that you believe that I will. The enemy tried to confuse your vision. He tried to convince you that you were unworthy, unqualified, unseen. But that was a lie. I have always known who you are. I formed you. I crafted every part of your life with purpose. The enemy attacked you so hard because he knew what was on the other side of your surrender. He knew what would be released once you said yes to me fully. That's why the fight was so intense. But that season is ending now. You are stepping out of warfare and into worship, out of striving and into stillness. I am lifting burdens that were never yours to carry. I am silencing the lies that kept you in fear, and I am speaking life over every place that once felt dead. My breath is reviving your vision. My voice is calling you forward. You will not stay stuck in what was. You are being called into what will be. There's a freshness coming over your life. You will feel lighter, clearer, stronger. You will wake up with renewed energy. Your heart will begin to hope again, without fear of disappointment. Because I am not only healing your past, I am securing your future. You don't have to live looking over your shoulder. What's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you. The relationships that ended, the doors that closed, the people who left it all had to happen. I remove what cannot go where I'm taking you. And I never subtract without a plan to multiply. What felt like rejection was really my redirection. You didn't lose anything that was meant to stay, and what I'm about to give you will bring clarity to every confusion and peace to every unanswered question. My presence is surrounding you right now, even as you hear these words. I am working. You may not feel me with your senses, but your spirit knows. That's why you're still reading. That's why something in you feels alive again. That's not emotion, that's me. your Father, your Creator, your Defender, and I am not done. This message is your wake-up call, your reminder that you are chosen, that you were marked for this time, that everything is shifting, even if you can't see it yet. Trust the process. Trust me. I haven't failed you before, and I won't start now. Stay close to me. Talk to me. Walk with me. I will give you wisdom for every step, peace for every storm, and strength for every battle. There's so much more to come. You are walking into a season where blessings will chase you down, where your prayers will begin to manifest so quickly that it will bring you to tears, where your enemies will have no choice but to watch what I do with your life. Stay faithful, stay humble, stay focused, because I'm just getting started. What you didn't know then is that every moment of endurance was writing a story of glory. You weren't just surviving, you were sowing seeds, seeds of obedience, seeds of faith, seeds of hope. And now harvest time is here, not later, now. This is why I said it's an emergency, because heaven is releasing what has been held back, and I need you to receive it with your whole heart. This isn't the time to doubt. This is the time to believe like never before. Comment Amen if you're ready to step out of survival and into the supernatural. There's been a shift. You may not see it fully yet, but your spirit feels it. That stirring, that sense of something breaking open, it's not imagination. It's my spirit moving over your life. I'm waking things up that have been dormant. Dreams you buried out of disappointment are being revived. Hope you gave up on is being restored. This is resurrection. This is your comeback. Not one built by your own hands, but one carried by my grace. You are not the same person you were when the battle started. You've been refined. You've been humbled. You've learned to trust me even when nothing made sense. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of surrender opens doors that talent and money never could. I'm not promoting you because of who you know. I'm promoting you because of how you've waited, because of how you've worshipped, because you refused to let go of me, even in the fire. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to hear this clearly. The fire didn't consume you. It purified you. It prepared you for the weight of glory that's about to fall on your life. You will look back one day and thank me for the things I didn't allow to stay, for the people who left, for the opportunities that didn't work out. Because what's coming will be so undeniable, so clearly me, that there will be no doubt who lifted you, covered you, and carried you through. Comment 222 if you trust that God is building something far beyond what you imagined. I've seen the way you've questioned yourself lately. The way you've wondered if you're really worthy of what you're sensing in your spirit. Let me tell you, you are not just worthy, you are chosen. You don't have to have it all figured out. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be willing. And you've shown me your willingness, even in fear, even in doubt. Even in the middle of your brokenness, you still said, God, I trust you. That's what matters. You have no idea how powerful that trust is. When you said yes in the middle of the storm, angels took their assignments. When you lifted your hands in worship, despite the pain, darkness began to tremble. You didn't just survive the storm, you changed in it. And now, you're ready for what I've been holding in my hands for you. It's time to move, time to rise, time to receive. There are people who thought they knew your story. They saw the chapters of struggle, of heartbreak, of failure. But they haven't seen the chapter I'm writing now. The chapter where the one who was left behind gets called forward. The chapter where the one who was counted out gets crowned. The chapter where the one who wept in secret is celebrated in public. My glory is not just going to touch you, it's going to surround you. I'm sending people into your life who see the real you, who see your value, who speak life into you, who don't drain you, but sharpen you. This is a season of divine connections. No more pouring into places that never pour back. No more being drained by those who only take. I'm teaching you how to protect what I've placed in you. Your peace, your anointing, your joy, those are worth guarding. You'll feel my presence stronger than before, in the quiet moments, in the little confirmations, in the doors that open without effort, in the hearts that are drawn to you for reasons even they don't understand. That's me, going before you, making crooked paths straight, turning the hearts of kings in your favor. You won't have to chase what I've assigned to you. It will find you, just as this moment found you. My child, I'm proud of the way you've endured. I'm proud of the way you've kept your heart open. You could have turned bitter, but you chose to stay soft. You could have shut everyone out, but you chose to keep loving. That's strength, that's courage, and now I will honor that. Not just with words, but with undeniable evidence. I am bringing manifestation to the promises I whispered to you in private. This next season is going to feel different. The striving will stop. The pressure will lift. You'll begin to walk in a rhythm of grace, one where my presence leads every step, one where you wake up with peace instead of panic, one where you don't just hope for good days, you live in them, because I am shifting the very atmosphere around you. Even your enemies will see it, and they won't understand how it happened, but you will. You'll know it was me. You'll remember the nights you almost gave up, the mornings you didn't want to face, the times you questioned your worth. And then you'll see what I've done, and you'll say, only God. That's the testimony that's coming. A life that points directly back to me. You've waited long enough, you've cried long enough, you've wondered long enough. Now it's time to receive. I am not slow in keeping my promises. I am faithful to complete what I've begun. I didn't bring you this far to abandon you. I didn't lead you into this place to leave you alone. I'm walking with you every step, and I won't stop until my goodness overtakes you. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders. The weight is lifting. The breakthrough is here. You don't have to beg for it, it's already yours, because your name was selected, because your heart stayed pure, because you are mine. You've asked me to show you that I'm still with you. This is your answer. I'm right here, and I've never left. I've been covering you when you didn't even know what to pray. I've been shielding you from things you never saw coming. You think you've made it this far by chance? No, child, it's been my hand. Every time you thought you were falling apart, I was holding you together. Every time you felt forgotten, I was fighting battles you couldn't see. Comment, Amen, if you know it was only God who kept you standing through it all. This is the reason I need your full attention. There are things about to shift suddenly. I don't want you caught off guard. I want you ready, not in panic, but in peace. I am setting divine order over your life. Where there has been confusion, I am bringing clarity. Where there has been chaos, I am bringing stillness. You've cried out for me to move. Now I am answering in ways that won't just bless you, but will establish something lasting through you. You've been misunderstood by people who never knew your full story. They judged your struggle without knowing your strength. But I saw the whole picture. I saw you choose love when you were surrounded by hate. I saw you forgive people who never said sorry. I saw you show up when no one else clapped. And because of that, because of the heart you kept pure, I am lifting you up in this season. Not to make you proud, but to show the world what my hand can do. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You don't need to prove anything. I will make it clear who called you. I will confirm the word I placed in your spirit. You are stepping into a season of confirmation, not confusion. I'm about to show you why certain things didn't work out, why certain people walked away, why certain plans crumbled. Because had they stayed, they would have kept you from what I'm about to release. Comment 1111 if you feel the shift happening in your heart even now. My child, don't let fear stop you from receiving what I'm giving. The enemy has whispered lies, trying to convince you that you're not ready, not worthy, not enough. But those lies have no power here. I call you chosen, I call you capable, I call you mine. And when I call something mine, I protect it, I provide for it, I raise it up in due time. And your due time has arrived. You are not just entering into a better season, you are stepping into a new identity. The you that struggled to believe is being replaced by the you who walks boldly in purpose. The you that used to settle is being replaced by the you who knows what they carry. You're not who you were, and you don't need to pretend to fit into old places. I'm calling you out of those places, out of small thinking, out of fear-based living, out of emotional survival. You've carried the weight of too many voices, expectations, opinions. But this next chapter isn't about what others think, it's about what I've said. I said you are chosen. I said you are set apart. I said you are anointed, and my word will not return empty. It will do what I sent it to do. You've been carrying promises in your heart now. Watch them come to life. Yes, there will still be battles, but now you'll fight from a place of peace. You won't be swinging in the dark, unsure if I'm with you. You'll know, you'll sense my hand even in the hard days. You'll recognize my voice above the noise. And you'll be able to stand firm, not because life is perfect, but because you've learned to trust the one who holds it all together. I'm sending peace that doesn't make sense, joy that shows up in the middle of uncertainty, strength that rises even when the journey feels long. This is not hype. This is holy. What's happening now is not emotional, it's spiritual. Your name is being echoed in rooms you haven't entered. My favor is going before you. Things are being aligned, shifted, prepared for you. You didn't earn this. You received it by faith. And faith is what will carry you through it. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to follow me. And you followed me through dark valleys. You followed me when others mocked your faith. You followed me even when you didn't understand. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of heart moves mine. And now, I'm moving on your behalf. You will see provision where there was once lack. You will see healing where there was pain. You will see relationships restored that looked beyond repair. You will walk in rooms you never thought you'd enter, not because of your status, but because of my spirit. I am placing you where your voice will matter, where your presence will shift things, where your peace will become a weapon. This is why the battle was so fierce. The enemy saw what was coming before you did. He knew your name was about to be called. That's why he sent doubt. That's why he stirred fear. That's why he tried to distract you with disappointment. But he failed, because you're still here, still listening, still believing, and that's all I need. The blessing that's being released is not just for you, it's for your household, your children, your legacy. You are breaking cycles. You are ending patterns that plagued generations. And you are beginning something brand new. This is not just a turning point for your life, it's a divine reset for your bloodline. You're stepping into something that will change stories, shift outcomes, and rewrite futures. And you'll do it not by striving, but by trusting. This is what happens when I say your name. This is what happens when heaven calls attention to your obedience. Not everyone will understand. Not everyone will celebrate. But I will sustain you. I will protect you. I will surround you with peace. And I will make sure that what I've spoken over you comes to pass. Your name is being carried in the presence of angels. Your obedience has set things in motion. Even now, angels are being sent on assignment. Some blessings will seem to come out of nowhere, but they've been coming for a long time. What you're about to walk into was not delayed without reason. I held it back to protect it, to mature it, to grow you so that when it arrived, you'd be ready to carry it. Comment Amen if you feel in your heart that what's coming is already yours. I know you've been tired. That's not weakness, that's honesty. I'm not asking you to pretend to be strong. I'm asking you to lean on me when you're not. I'm your strength. I'm your breath. I'm the hand that lifts your head when you can't lift it yourself. I'm the stillness in your chaos. I'm the whisper when everything else gets loud. And I'm the answer you've been searching for when nothing else made sense. You've tried to keep the pieces together, to hold everything in place while your heart has been breaking. But I didn't ask you to carry it alone. I've always been here, and now I want to take that weight. Let me be your peace. Let me be your anchor. You fought long enough now, it's time to rest in what I've already finished for you. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home. And it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. This next season will not look like the one you just came through. The pain will not repeat. The pressure will not crush you. I'm turning the chapter, and this one is filled with beauty. Not just outward success, but deep healing. Joy that bubbles from the inside. Freedom from old wounds. Laughter returning to your home. You thought you were stuck in a never-ending cycle, but I've broken that pattern. This is new. Comment 333 if you believe God is about to give you beauty for ashes. You will begin to see things differently. Your perspective will shift. Where you used to see loss, you will start to see preparation. Where you once saw rejection, you will now see redirection. I am giving you new eyes, spiritual eyes, to see the greater work I've been doing all along. I didn't forget about you. I've been saving the best for last. And now, it's your time. Some people will ask, where did this come from? And you'll smile, not out of pride, but out of peace, because you'll know this had nothing to do with luck. This had nothing to do with chance. This was me, the God who never sleeps, the God who never stops working on your behalf, the God who finishes what he starts. You will be a walking testimony of what faith looks like when it doesn't give up. You're not behind, you're not late, you're not overlooked. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The enemy wants you to feel like you've missed your moment, but he's a liar. You haven't missed anything. In fact, you're right on time for something that's going to make every season of waiting worth it. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. You are seen by the one who holds the entire universe in his hands and still calls you by name. Let me be clear. This is not the end of your story. This is the unveiling of what I've been preparing in silence. You may not have seen the growth, but it's been happening under the surface. And now, Like a tree that's been hidden underground, it's about to break through the soil and reach toward the sky. The roots are strong, the foundation is deep, and now the fruit will show. You don't need to chase the blessing, just keep walking in obedience. The blessing will follow you. My favor is tracking you down. My protection is going ahead of you. My presence is surrounding you like a shield. You've entered a time where things will come together with less effort because you've already paid the price in tears, in perseverance, in faithfulness. This is reaping season. Comment 555 if you know that something divine is being released over your life. You've grown in ways that can't be measured by the world's standards. While others were busy chasing applause, you stayed grounded. You weren't trying to impress, you were trying to be faithful. That's what I honor. That's what I bless. I resist the proud, but I lift the humble. And I'm lifting you now, not to elevate you for the sake of being seen, but to place you where your light can shine without fear. You are no longer bound by who you used to be. I'm not holding your past against you. I'm not shaming you for the times you doubted. I've seen the growth. I've seen the transformation. You are being renewed, mind, body, and spirit. This is a fresh start. Not just a new chapter, but a whole new book. And your name is written on it with purpose. Walk with confidence, not because of what you have, but because of who walks with you. I go before you. I stand beside you. I cover you from behind. You are never alone, not for a moment. And nothing, no setback, no sickness, no betrayal can undo what I've ordained. The enemy's greatest weapon was to convince you you were alone, that I didn't care, that I wasn't listening. But he failed, because now you're hearing me clearly. Now your faith is being stirred again. Now you're remembering who you are and whose you are. You belong to me, and I never lose what belongs to me. You will not return to what broke you. You will not settle for what wounded you. You will not shrink to fit the places I've called you to rise from. This is your rise. This is your moment. This is the turning point. And you are ready. So take the next step. Say yes. Let go of what no longer serves your spirit. Walk through the doors I'm opening. Don't hesitate. Don't overthink. Just trust me. I've gone ahead of you. I've paved the way. And what's waiting on the other side will make your spirit weep with joy. This is the fulfillment of the promise. This is the result of all those unseen prayers. This is the reward for every silent act of obedience. And this is only the beginning. Stay near to me. Keep your heart soft. Keep your eyes lifted. I am not done speaking. I am not done moving. I am not done blessing. Everything you've faced has brought you to this moment. There are no wasted tears, no useless trials, no pointless delays. All of it, yes, every hard thing is being used for good. You may not understand it yet, but trust me, you'll see why it had to happen this way. You'll look back on what almost broke you and say, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. This is not a random turn in your life. This is divine alignment. It's an emergency not because something is wrong, but because something is about to be made right. Comment Amen if you know in your heart that God is rewriting your story right now.